The purpose of this project is to make a device that can be of daily use, easy to use, accessible to everyone, with an affordable budget and using help from current technology and quality materials that can help solve a problem, as well as our ecological footprint. The objective of our project will be to create a windshield cover that implements solar panels to generate energy in order to reduce our ecological footprint, even without doing any change in our lifestyle.
All the parts of this prototype are car sunshade, that is the base of the solar panel, photovoltaic solar panels that receive the photovoltaic energy. The bus bar wires is a wire of copper that conducts the electricity. The battery is the device that almacenates the energy. A diode. This little object indicates if the voltage is the correct one. Charge controller regulates the charge that the battery receives. Terminal block. It's a connector which allows more than one circuit to connect to another circuit.
During the production of our product, we followed certain steps, better known as the scientific method. The first was the question. First, we asked ourselves, what energies are being wasted and we could use them to something else? After that, we did an investigation that was about the different alternative energies. And when we finished it, we realized that the sun was the main source of Earth energy, and it is too long with us for not to use it on anything. Then was the turn of the hypothesis. We concluded that we could use the solar energy for helping the planet. If the sun can produce energy, then we can use it for charging electronic devices. After that was experimentation. After having the idea, there were only one thing left, to design our project. We think it a lot, but finally we had an idea of how can we use the solar energy. We decided to use solar panels in cars. When we don't use the car, it is usually under the sun for hours. So why don't use all this energy in something else? Like for example, some cars have some kind of connectors to charge cell phones or electronic devices. So we could use the energy taken by the solar panels of the sun to charge cell phones. Finally was the conclusion. Obviously, after designing the project, what we are going to do next is the product. And after that, we can draw conclusions about how our project could improve and what went wrong.
What is wanted to accomplish by using this project? What's the purpose? What we want to accomplish with these covered windshield layers that are able to generate solar energy is to be able to use that energy that is stored while we leave our car park anywhere, so that we can reduce our energy expenditure and help to reduce our ecological footprint without the need to make big changes to our current lifestyle by implementing this simple action. We also want to produce a quality device with a low budget so that in this way, we can be accessible for everyone. And that, in turn, it's capable of following its function and its way. In this way, we guarantee an even minimal contribution on a global scale.
Now, let's begin by pulling off the plastic cover from the red and black wires. Then, join these wires to the ones in the battery with an insulation tape. Now, do the same with the wire of the solar panel.
I heard he spent £500 on jeans. Goes to the gym at least 6 times a week. Wears boat shoes with no socks on his feet. And I hear he's on a new diet and watches what he eats. He's got his eyebrows plucked and his asshole bleached.
Once that all the wires are connected, we have to attach the solar panel and the battery to the top and the bottom of the car.
Owns every single Ministry CD. Tribal tattoos and he don't know what it means. But I heard he makes you happy, so that's fine.
On this second advance of our project, we assemble our prototype. It's not over, it's not finished, it's not the final version, but we got some advance, and with this we can get some ideas for the improvement of this project. Well, in this project we've seen that the process of installation of the components was a little bit more difficult than what we expected, but it has also the same result. And it is still being a simple way of some more complex other mechanisms that we could use. And on my personal opinion, I think that this project is a very good option for reduce our ecological footprint, because actually we do not think more about how we can help to our environment. We just think on our lifestyle and how to get advantage from it, but not how we can help to our environment. So I think that this idea is a very good one for helping our environment without affecting our lifestyle. So
my personal opinion about this project is that it's a really new and innovative project. We don't see this every day, and it's really useful because we all know that when we leave the car outside and we leave it parking it there, it gets really hot. So I think that this may help us help the planet in a certain way in which we don't actually do much of the part. I really enjoy doing this project. It's still got some things to do. We haven't finished it, but for now it's been pretty fun working with it, and I think it will continue being fun.
After the production of the prototype, I can conclude that there's need to be an extra investigation about the materials that are going to be used, but on the other hand, the product reveals good characteristics and shows that it can reduce our impact on the environment in our daily lives. I brought some materials to the procedure that were the diode and the black and white wire. Some changes were made during the procedure. For example, the energy that is going to be saved is going to be used in electronic devices, not only in certain ones. And the other was that some materials are not going to be used, but others are going to be required.
In this stage, we tried to demonstrate that the prototype of the use of the solar energy was successful. All the team contributes in bringing some materials like wires and other devices. In my case, I bring the wire made of copper, but in this case we didn't use it. But in the final project we maybe used it. I did the prototype diagram. That is the graphic representation of the prototype that we do in this stage.
I think that in this advance of the STEM project, we did a very great advance. We investigated about how we can create or reconstruct this Sunshade solar panel. We did a prototype in this stage, but in the final version will be finished in the other stages of the STEM project that we will do. In my opinion, this project will help a lot in the environment around us. So this project will help you and you will help the environment. All of us in the team apport something to the project. What I apport was to bring the solar panel and to help to construct the mechanism of the project.
In the second advance of the STEM project, we connected the solar panel to the battery, but we had to make some changes. For example, when the project is done, we will have to use a charge controller because the voltage of the solar panel increases in the outside, and the battery can't resist too much. For my contribution in this second stage, I brought two wires, one for the positive and one for negative. And I also helped in the construction of the prototype. In my opinion, this project is very useful, especially here in Monterrey. Here, the panel will have enough energy from the sun to work well. And with the use of this panel, we will reduce the emissions of CO2.